What up, brother?
Yeah, not too much. Not too much, man. Um, just getting started here with this stream. Thanks for coming in, and yeah, it should be fun.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
recording now, so I don't know if you want to. I guess we could
Yeah, if you
just.
can tune in,
Mm,
is it on your YouTube or are you gonna share your screen?
right now, I'm just recording. I could put it
Okay,
on wherever though, but you could record too or whatever. Um,
okay.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
It's the first time. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of hiccups and stuff.
yeah,
So no worries on that. I just want to have some fun.
Hi, all. Hi.
Really, I don't want to
yeah,
just be
facts.
so formal. I guess like
Right.
it's our first time, especially. So let me stream here, or you can stream first if you'd like. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I guess we could start off with some ground rules before we start. Of course, we're both like actively learning, so
Yeah.
don't we don't even follow each other as far as like what we buy and sell or win.
Right.
We,
Facts.
which is a good thing, right? We should not
Yep.
be relying on anyone really. The best thing to do and be is our own trader. That's how you become professional. And
100%.
yeah, I'm glad that you see that.
Yeah, cause I'm always like, man, I always would love to see what people think, like of, their calls and whatnot, and like just to get a new perception, because I know like being in this space, bro, like I can't be ignorant. Like I can't be like, oh, if you're not investing in this, like it's a shit coin. And like, nah.
Oh, like pushing just your opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I feel like just, taking every other opinion in consideration is gonna take you far, bro. That's how I got other plays and how I made a lot of money, just, what I'm saying, listening to other people and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit, you made quite a bit of X's, and it's your
Oh
first
yeah.
run, your first rodeo. So I'm really inspired by that. I've told you that in person,
Oh yeah,
maybe a few
100%.
times now. So you're doing really, really well.
Appreciate that.
So I'm really curious, some of your methods and, how you think about the markets and just your general point of
Right.
view.
So I think honestly, I wasn't expecting because obviously historically that Bitcoin is should be bearish this month. I mean, it still can, you know what I mean? We still have what, at least 20 days left. So you never know what can happen during that time frame. But this candle right here, I mean, you can see we're at 57.5 almost. So we were supposed to be bearish. Nobody was really expecting this, but at the same time, it's like rate cuts are coming up. So like, is that the thing that's driving the price up? You know what I mean? Like macroeconomics factors and election coming up. So, but you never know. Like we can still come back down or have a little retrace. But like you said, I know you've mentioned before, like Q4 2024, man, like bullish. I think that we run and even if I mean I say it depends on who wins the election, but I think even if Kamala wins, like we might have like a little retrace, but ultimately we're bullish. Like I don't think she's gonna be the deciding factor whether we have a huge run or not. You know what I mean? Trump will help obviously, but
Yeah, I think Trump would definitely really help. He's always been really good for business, and last time when he was
100%.
president in 2017, that was the historic best, well, quote
The best
unquote,
run
best
ever.
run ever. Yeah, exactly. That's
Like
how I got in. I discovered Bitcoin around like 17K, like right at that, like last 5 days of the market.
wow.
So I came in right at the end, and like a newbie, I bought in at the top. So,
Yeah.
but quite the times.
Yeah, last cycle I had that was when people were shilling Shiba, bro, because they made so much and it was 2021. I didn't know anything. I was just, just clueless and people were shilling me Shiba. I bought $200 in 2021 worth. It was like literally the top, like November, December. I remember buying and then like I just remember looking throughout the year and it just went down, down, down. I was like, yeah, this is ass. It's a scam. And I did what every other normie did. They lost money. I'm like, yeah, it's a scam. then I fully was diving into it, and then realized I bought at the top.
Yeah, out of now we know. I mean, it's kind of like a cycle. Everyone seems to
Right,
be, the FOMO crowd. I mean, if you stay like you and me, you know,
right.
so we're gonna try. We're gonna prove it this cycle that
Oh yeah,
we've learned. So I see you have the hike in Ashi. I have
right.
that as well, but I don't really use it too much. Is that kind of like your what are your thoughts on that one? Because that's not not a lot of people use that.
Yeah, this was just me testing it out. I don't really do analysis on that as well. So I think I don't know if it was Calvin or somebody else, maybe it was Cousin Crypto. They were pulling this up with along with the heat map, and so I was
Okay,
using that as well. And then,
nice.
I've seen the stochastic RSI and stuff like that. So
Okay,
yeah, it's not a huge factor of my analysis.
okay. I think it's like something with the closes. That's how it shapes.
Right.
You use the stochastic RSI and do you use the traditional RSI?
I did not. It's
Oh,
really
okay.
just only this one.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, I know a really good trader that uses that one.
Right.
Um, I use the traditional one though, so everyone has their own strategies and it works. If it works, it works.
Right.
There's a lot of different indicators.
Well, it seems that volume has gone down in the last day. I guess people are not buying. They're just looking. They're just like analyzing it.
You're looking at the live market now. Honestly, I don't even look at that part as far as is that what you do? Like kind of
Not
like
really,
start
but
off
I
the
just
day?
noticed it that, I mean, I do like let's say if we're down, like some of my altcoins, I see the volume and I see that usually the good ones are like, the ones where the volume is at a very excess level. Like for Caspa and like the volume goes up to like 30% when we retrace and it goes down. So I'm knowing that people are buying the dip, and it's probably wise that I do the same thing when that happens, and other altcoins, I'll look at them like if the volume's very, very low, it's like that's kind of unattractive to me. So I do look at the volume sometimes for 24 hours, but it's not like my deciding factor, but I do take it into consideration.
One of the ingredients. Yeah, I think it's a really
Right,
important one for sure.
right,
When did you get into Caspa? Or I guess before that, I guess we should do like a Bitcoin analysis first because that
right,
kind of is the the energy of the markets.
right.
Um, like honestly, I see from there a huge bull flag.
Oh yeah, right here, literally right here. It's like forming perfectly. And if we can break out, dude, like I mean, it makes sense. Like right here, you literally see the bull flag.
Right.
And if we were to break out right here, even if we go down a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like it's beginning to come towards the end of the year right here, right around this way. If
Yes.
like as soon as we get around here, bro, we take off and we go even higher.
Yeah, we
You
have
know?
some bullish catalysts
Right.
in the way. Rate
Right.
cuts, election,
Yep.
as well as just Q4 being after summer.
Right.
Um, I mean, it's also looking like kind of a cup and handle. I mean, whatever you want to use, but
Right.
um, I don't know if you're familiar, but cup and handles always have like a bull flag at the end anyway. So it's like
100%
very,
all right here.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the cup, right? For anyone that doesn't know,
Mm-hmm.
and then the handle would be the flag part there.
Right here.
Yes, and if you look closely, so far we've gotten a higher low. So from that
Yeah, we're
41.
like 50. Yeah. It was like around like 56 like morning time maybe, and then it's just like it keeps going up.
Yeah, so it's looking all right. It's looking good. I mean, that's what you want to see in a bull flag. Like finally, we might have that
Right.
breakout.
It was just so choppy right here, man. Like just look at all of this choppiness right here. Like I think this is the most choppiness we've had for like a while, like from since last cycle. Like it's just so much, man. Like red, 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 red. Like
Same
this is
range,
crazy.
pretty much.
Right. And then we tend to bounce back up. Like this was July, we went back up to around 70K, went down to 48K. I think this was like the news war
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
the
yeah.
the war
What was that
news. And
about exactly? World War
yeah,
Three scare?
yeah, it was like the Middle East of like war and stuff like that. And I don't know what triggered it, but it was just bad. And then I think a lot of more people were basically focusing on that being the factor of it going down. So it's a lot of
Yeah,
people sold, man. And then we went right back
capitulation.
up to 65K.
Right. I think it was like monkeypox too, or whatever they want to throw at you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a
It's just the
combination.
same old market manipulation. Like if you bought here, like you were very smart, bro. Even if like hypothetically if we were to go back down to this level, like bro,
Yeah,
Bitcoin around 50K is still like at the end of the year,
yeah.
like we were literally down here, bro, at the beginning of the year. This was last year, 2022.
Mm,
This was, 2023. Like this
yeah.
is where I was buying at, man. Like
You
all
bought that?
throughout right here. Yeah. I think I have videos
Oh
of me
shit.
buying of having buying around like
Oh.
16K, I believe.
Oh, damn, you're fucking killing it. I came in
Yeah.
this cycle as far as buys like 29, but you got in like at what 18,
Yeah,
17.
like 17. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Mm-hmm. Um, well, yeah, you could show us those videos another time.
Right.
So shit, that's fucking badass. I didn't know that. Fuck.
Yeah, that shit is
You're
crazy.
doing really well.
Yeah, I bought in at
So
the bottom.
anyway, yeah, yeah, shit. You still hold that Bitcoin or you've
I
rotated?
had sold it to moving alts.
Okay. So this is historically the time that like alts like actually move like after the halving, like
Right.
towards Q4. So this is like the perfect time. It may have been too early, say like months ago. I mean, of course you have like
Right.
some alts like bread, for example, or a real, right? I mean, a lot of
Right.
alts, but like not a real altcoin cycle yet. But
Right.
um, so I don't know if you look at the what chart do you use for the alts like ETH BTC or others? There's a
Um,
or like total two, three, or what is your main one?
it's usually for this one right here, and then
Total three.
and then I do that, yeah, and then the altcoin. So this is market cap, BT, excluding BCT and ETH. So
Yeah, that
the
takes a
height was
another.
1 trillion. So we're like half, like from here is like, you know, 1.1 trillion, and then
Right,
for
halfway.
this is like, right, we're halfway. Like we haven't even, we're like halfway, you know?
Mm-hmm. Which is a great opportunity if you're bullish on the market.
Right, 100%.
I think right now there's a lot of people that are scared, um, calling for lower. That's what makes markets. You know, we can't all be right. So
100%.
there has to be losers in order. Well, a lot of losers for there to be
Yeah,
some winners, and that's honestly the truth of the game. It's a one sum game. Only
yeah,
like 5% of people are profitable. So
yeah. It was crazy because like just of how it formed is like, why isn't it showing me? I don't know. So like it was just crazy because I've been buying so early, but like
yeah.
even if like Bitcoin was like it was down 20K, like altcoins have like went down to where
Oh yeah.
I'm like low, which was crazy because those entries were like 30K, 40K Bitcoin, like you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
when we were like 60K Bitcoin and then like high 50s, like some of them are still not even recovered, like they've gone down even more and more and more. But I think that just goes to show like that those coins are like they'll
risky.
show that they do the same thing, on the upside,
Yeah, both ways.
Right,
Um, Buying on the extreme lows is the best. It's really easier to say than done, honestly.
right. And
But
these were like 80%, 80% on the downside, Like altcoins, they could do like 20K up. You know what I mean? 20,000%, like 2,000%, 4,000%. So it's like, yeah, it kind of sucks, but like, you gotta think of the upside. Like I don't think that this chart will go lower. You know what I mean? This is like them.
okay,
This is just certain
you
altcoins
you're
that.
on Tectum, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take them.
So let's I guess we could go for some alts now. Um,
Yeah.
so when did you get into Tectum, and is this a new coin?
Yeah, this is 2023 it released.
Oh wow.
And I think one of the best fundamental projects that is out there, just on its case purpose, like it's very, very good.
So let's look at like the percentage too, or like where you got in versus
Yeah.
like the all time high. I guess it's. I mean, obviously we're not gonna get the best, um, and
Right.
realistically you're not gonna get the absolute bottom and sell at the absolute top, but we could get a ballpark number. Did you say 20,000% for this one specifically?
No, no, no. It was that was basically like I was just saying on the upside it can do that rather than just looking at this chart and being mad that it's down 88%, you know what I mean? That
Okay.
right? So like
Yeah.
okay, cool, like I'm down 80%, but like if we
Yeah.
shoot up, it's like it can go all the way to like $500 for this point, So it all in all you know, I think I was getting around in Tectum around like $27, so like right around here I got in. And so 27, yeah, it's still like at 87, 80% dip on it, that I was down. I had initially put in 2,000 or 3,000, and then I sold all my quant. I don't know if you know what quant is. And then,
I think last cycle's coin, right? It was like a mid cap.
yeah, yeah, it was like semi high cap, and it's fun. It's like interoperability and banking system, crypto. Anyways, I sold all of that to put in Tectum. I think like around $27 I put it. It was about like $7,000 worth of Tectum right here. And then we shot up, you know what I mean? We went to $45. I made a lot of money there. And then we just
Hmm.
went down. But this was all during the crash.
Yeah, you're still holding this one.
Yeah, correct, correct.
Yeah.
And just the good thing about these alts are like the March we top with the highest all-time high was March. So like if you can see that before like we ran up in March, any coin that runs up in March that followed the market, it's gonna do the same thing as when we run up for the next upcoming run.
Hmm.
So that's always good. Like it would be unattractive if it just stayed flat and just crashed during March, when
Yeah.
everything was flying up in the air. That kind of wouldn't really be
So it's not left
attractive.
behind.
Right, 100%.
I've definitely heard of the coin. Um, there's so many coins, man. So I guess your one of your other main ones is AI Tech.
Yeah, AI Tech, I got in at 5 cents. Man, I made so much money on AI Tech.
Is Tectum an AI coin?
No, it's a
Layer one.
Tectum is scaling solution for Bitcoin.
Oh shit. Oh okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they do like it's like actually the fastest TPS, the fastest blockchain ever. They do like 1.3 million TPS, so that's why it's like crazy.
Ah.
But yeah, I got in at 5 cents. I remember that
Oh damn.
because yeah, I had like 1,000 in my bank account, and then like I think I had 1,000 somewhere else in my
Uh,
that I sold from something. It may have been Caspa. I'm
yeah.
not sure. And
There's
then
so
like
many coins. Like I'm recently like trying to record like especially my bigger plays, and I'm trying to just not do so much so that way I could
right,
actually just hone in a like a specific strategy, and
right,
just maximize more versus like spreading my attention.
right,
So just like you, like I bought stuff and it's like around here, but
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm actually starting to record like my entries and exits. So I don't know. That might be
Yeah, that's
useful
good.
for you.
Yeah, I always do that. Like if I do a transaction, I screenshot it and
Okay.
it'll show me the balance in there
Oh.
and then the price. So I'll go back and be
Uh.
like, okay, I bought AI Tech at 5 cents.
Mm,
And then I'll take a screenshot when it was at 50 cents, you know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah.
And so that was a
10x. Yeah.
yeah, 10x for me. I bought in at right here down here and then rode all this 994%. And
Sure.
this was March, when everything ran up. So like at March, like my portfolio was like
You had
crazy,
the
man.
screenshot. What's it called? Syndrome. That's
Literally,
the one of
bro.
the markers they say when you screenshot is a time to take some profit.
Yeah, I took a screenshot here, AI Tech. Yeah, man, I made like 5K that day. Wow, man, it was a
Oh shit.
$20,000 in AI Tech, and then went all the way back down. Because I wasn't too fond of just selling. Like, I was gonna pay
Mm,
more in tax because I bought here. So I would have sold at 4 months, So I would have had to pay short-term capital gains tax. Maybe, I'm pretty sure. So I was just like, I don't want to really diminish my gains. Like, we may go at least up here, and then it'll maybe go down to 50 cents or something like that. Like,
yeah.
so.
Alex Becker is kind of the face of gaming, and a little bit
Oh
of
yeah.
AI as well. Yeah,
Hmm.
and he does your strategy too. Like he's buying at the very lows and holding to the multiple. Because we're like in an intermarket cycle right now. We're like
Right.
at a pit stop, let's say. So he's holding just like you until like the end, which is
Right.
like his scenario is Bitcoin above 100K. That's when he starts selling and selling for the long term, not rebuying. Oh, well, he is planning to rebuy, but with a portion of the profits, say like 50%. So he is taking profits after 100K Bitcoin on his alts for good,
Right.
as well as re entering with a portion of that. Um, but that kind of is that kind of like your thesis of your game plan? 'Cause it seems that's the way.
Yeah. What I wanted to do back then when we were probably around like 2023 was to sell late 2025. But now that I'm looking at it, it's like, nah, my conviction has changed. I'm probably gonna sell way earlier. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just how the market conditions are. But ultimately, I still want to sell, later after a year. That way, I don't pay much in taxes, and also to see the full potential of my gains.
it's honestly a skill to hold. Like that's something that
Right.
I honestly need to work on. I've been rotating profits quite a bit, and just like um, so like during that 80%, 90% drop, like from the coins we just talked about, AI Tech and TET,
Tech them,
I
yeah.
would have tried to like sold, let's say, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
buying cheaper. But then in the middle of that, it's like you kind of forget about that coin, and then another hot coin comes out for the month, and then you just repeat that
Right.
process, and you get lost. And usually you end up, or I end up, just having less than I would have if I just made it more simple strategy.
Yeah,
You're kind of just playing at the crypto Twitter, their game,
yeah,
because they're
facts.
trying to push you coins that they own and rotate on you, and they definitely have a cabal is what the word they use, but yeah, they have teams behind them. They have bots. Other people have bots. Other people have paid groups that are getting these tokens early, for example, and of course selling.
Right.
So a little off the rails on that one, but yeah, I'm glad that you're really holding kind of like Becker. I mean, he's proven that he is from last cycle. I don't know if you watched him before or his old videos
No, I
from
have
last full
not.
cycle. Okay, Well, I do recommend if he kind of like fits your style. But
Right.
anyway, I did watch him last cycle, and he did outperform literally like 99% of people with just the most
Wow.
simplest strategies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So simplicity is really like key. If you want to, it depends on what you're looking for. Like I personally am looking for more long term. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's why I just did I feel like I'd be too emotional if I was should I do this and this and this.
Mm.
Like it's my first rodeo, but that I don't have like years and years of analysis where I can predict of it's probably better for me to sell here and Rio I got lucky because it's like I didn't know that we were just gonna crash. But I just didn't I had more conviction on better cryptos than Rio, so that's why I sold and I
Yeah.
instead of just
Sometimes
having
it's luck, a little bit.
right,
You have to acknowledge it. Yeah. I'm glad
right.
that
I
you see
sold out
it.
the yeah, I sold
Yeah.
short term I sold at the top for Rio, so who knows what it can do. Maybe
Mm.
maybe I'll regret it later next year, and it'll be like one of the highest performing ones
I
ever.
think you might. I was looking at it earlier.
Yeah,
I'll look at it
let's
later.
look at it.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Yeah, I had the fib. I was buying down here, man. I had the fib open, like, oof.
Mm.
I had a lot of analysis on here, like saved, I guess.
Yeah, some old stuff. It dropped all
Yeah.
the way to looks like around the 236, which is a prime buying opportunity.
Yep. Run right
So that's
here.
like still like almost all these coins are down 80, 90%.
Oh yeah,
So,
100%.
I
So if we
mean,
go down here, let's see. From the top, it is down, yeah, 80%. It's all 80%. So
so
it's
chase your
literally,
coins now, I would say. I don't
yeah.
think we
Then
have much longer, bro.
I don't. I'm still a bit traumatized, but like, I think it's normal for me to feel that way, but I think I need to see that this will actually work, you know?
What do you
Like
mean by traumatized?
like because from here, like I just seen so much money around here. Look, this is March as well. And when we topped out in
Yeah, oh
March,
yeah.
like I seen so much money like
Mm.
that was the most money I've ever seen in my life.
And
And then for me to
you
like
were lost in the sauce. You were
right, yeah. I was just like, yeah, man, we're gonna keep going higher. And like
yeah.
the only reason, but look, I'll say this, the only reason why I was saying that we're gonna go higher was because of how early it was in the run, right? Like
Mm.
you if you're thinking, March
So
2024 is like we're not gonna go higher, like you're out of your mind, because we still have 2025, the election, what was it even the halving around here or was it in April? It
it
was
was in
April.
April.
So
April
we didn't even have
20,
the halving.
420.
Right, exactly. So it was
we
like I didn't think that we were gonna crash or like it was like
There was more catalysts, you would say.
right 100%. So you know, but if this was like late 2025 or like mid 2025 and I seen a chart like this and all the charts are like this, I'm taking profits. It was just unfortunate that it was at the beginning of the cycle or
And
not beginning but
how
like
long
mid.
before you bought until you found it until the market just blew up and you had all this um, you know emotions, right? Because I mean, when
Yeah,
you 5 or 10 extra portfolio, and it's not even if it's your first time, but if it's even like remotely your first couple times, like you just can't
right,
believe it. How long
right.
was that? Because you bought so you bought like in November then. That was the Bitcoin of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
17K. So that was only
Yeah,
like
I
four
was
months.
buying around here October, November, and then back here like for Bitcoin it was 100% like 17K. I have the video on my phone literally right
Yeah,
here.
definitely look at it.
Yeah.
Do you use the Wall Street cheat sheet out now? Are you familiar with that?
Oh no, I didn't I do not know about that.
Okay. If you want to pull it
You want
up,
me to look it up?
yeah, we could kind of look at it and
What is
then
it,
we'll
Wall
compare
Street?
it. Yeah, Wall Street cheat sheet.
Oh,
First
this
one's
right here.
from
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 100%. I know what it is. I just didn't know the name by like heart. Let's see. There we
so I guess when you were taking those screenshots and you were thinking that what phase were you? So I mean, it's important to kind of like reflect that way when it does happen again. You could recognize those emotions and have that pattern
Right,
recognition.
100%. Because in my eyes, it was like I don't know why this is. All right, it was mainly like I say it was probably around like it's just so weird because this like it's historically speaking is like this was in March and then this is us now and then we're
Yeah,
about to go back up or you know what I mean? But it's weird because it's that's not really the case, I guess you can say. Like it was kind of like this, like to the height right here, Euphoria, come down right here. This is us right here. But instead of us going down more, we just shoot up even higher, you know? So it it like it was re it felt real and like I actually no, I'm lying. It didn't feel real.
so
So
you
I just
in your mind, are you saying that you thought you were more in like belief or optimism, and it had more like room to
yeah,
go
yeah,
up?
100% because of the catalyst and the the macroeconomic factors were just like they weren't even settled in yet. So it was like, well, how can we, with all the bullish events going to take place, the Fed turning the money printer on and things of that case, is like we're gonna go even higher. I I I probably understood that we may have like a retrace and whatnot, but like not this bad. Like I didn't know we were gonna retrace this bad. Or like my whole net worth was down like 50 to 80%, in the matter of like 3 months. And I just watched all that money go down. It's like, I mean, I don't, if I could go back in time, it's like, I don't even think that I would even change anything because, like I said, I'd have to pay taxes. Ultimately, you could argue like, well, if you had all of that money over 100K and you bought back in, then you'd have way more money to pay the taxes that you would be paying for short-term capital gains tax with, you know, more dry
Yeah,
powder, I guess you could say, coming back in the market for, like after March.
if you get lucky and
Um,
if you could do it
right, right,
correctly.
right. Like nobody knew. Like, let's say hypothetically, I did take profits around March, like up here, all everything, and then let's say we like we're retracing down. It's like I would have already bought. Like even it's this late in the year, and we haven't seen a new all-time high. So it's like I feel like nobody knew, that this was gonna happen. Like I would
Yeah,
have probably bought like a month ago or 2 months ago if I had sold like around June right here, and then or we still even went even lower. So
yeah, it's been a 6 month shakeout. No one thought it'd be this much,
yeah,
but it did go up higher and faster than a lot of these so-called experts. It wasn't. It is true though. Like of Bitcoin's history, it's been the fastest um, like rally. So it was a little too
right,
early. So it kind of balanced out if you think of it that way.
right. Like even on the retraces, like we always bounce right back up. Like okay, for instance, this is March. We topped out in March. Retrace, went back up. Retrace, went back up. Retrace, like even like around here, we retracing down and we went right back up. Like even here, another retrace, we're going back up. So it's like if the chart were to just keep going down and down and down, like we're moving sideways a bit here. Like I'm more on the bear side, but we're moving sideways is still like good. It's obviously a bull flag, you know what I mean? So like if it were to look something like this, like like this, then it's like, all right, that looks crazy. I mean, even you can argue like this is like where we're at right now, you know? Like this part right
Yeah,
here
it kind of
kind of
looks
looks
like it.
like right here. And then right after we shoot right back up,
It's
man.
like
This was
compressing.
high to yeah. So like let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here.
8 tops. Is that what
One,
you're
two,
counting?
three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bottoms. Like just the how many retraces were right here. Like one big one right here, one, two,
Like 8
a couple
shakeouts,
right
let's
here.
say.
Yeah. And then right back up.
Shaking us for the money.
Yeah. And I think this was what, COVID news? Or
Mm,
or I'm not sure. Maybe it was
no,
just
I think it was just honestly people thought it was gonna be the end because it was already like November.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that was April.
This is yeah, this was before the top, and then this was November. Yeah, so I don't know when I can't recall when COVID happened, but I mean buying here like okay, so what is this April and then to November, April, March. So about like what do you want to say like 6 months is like that like yeah, something around there is like basically
I feel
how
like we
much
might
time it
have
took
that
to go.
again this cycle. It's possible.
Yeah,
It's possible.
yeah.
So
So let's say okay, so this was the the last year of the cycle of the top. So do you think like let's say hypothetically we run up to like maybe 80K and then we go down like this during 2025 and still reach the top? Is that what you're thinking maybe?
I think
Like because these were all 2021.
mhm.
April 2021 till November and we had this retrace and we just shot back up. So like it's not 2025 yet, so like maybe 2025 we hit 80K and then we go down just like how this is and we shoot right back up like mid 2025. I'm not sure.
I feel like we'll already be at 100 or so or more by
Like mid
um,
2025 maybe.
yeah, like even Q1 of 2025 to
Right.
like yeah, Q2 for sure, but I think Q1 might just be like that 100K mark already. It's really
Right.
hard to time, like do times. That's the hardest thing. The price is even easier than
Right.
time. So, but yeah, like let's just say theoretically it'll go to say 100K by March or the first months of 2025, correct for 6 months,
Right.
around 6 months, and then do another high, like a double top again of Q4.
Right.
That is a
Wow, we're
very
about to
likely
hit
scenario.
58, man. We're about to
Yeah,
hit
man, my long
58.
is doing really well. I put only like what I forgot. I put in the Instagram. What was it like $80? Hey, that $80 is free
Wow.
for me. I did 11x. So what is that?
Oh,
Like a
that's
I
amazing,
can't do the
man.
math right now, but
Is that
um,
almost 1,000?
well, 11x. So 11x times I think we're what 10% because
Mm-hmm.
I bought in like at
Oh, I see.
54K. So that's like what that might be 10%. So 10%
Right.
times 11, let's say. So that's like 100x or 100%. So
Right.
that's 1x.
Yeah. That's good, bro. That's really good. Yeah, wow, we're about to hit at the beginning of the video. We were like at 50 bottom or like high 56 or like 57 low. So hopefully, I mean, I think it's gonna touch it, man. It might have already touched it. It says it did. 58.2. It had a right here at the top, 58.1. I guess it did touch it already, and we're just bouncing, you know. But what were we saying? Sorry, I had to cut you off, man. 'Cause
I don't remember.
oh, we're talking about the time and like Q2 and 2025.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
like
possible scenarios. We gotta be prepared. Of course,
right,
like for me, I would use RSI as a big indicator. Other
right.
stuff like heat maps. I guess we could talk about some other stuff unless you want to go through alts. I before we end, I want to see also your DXY. What you think about it? It doesn't have to be right
Yeah.
now, but because I know you're pretty big into that, and that's something that I don't really track too much, but I do know it plays an important role in the flow. It's basically an indicator of flow.
Right. Yeah. I wanted to maybe ask like, okay, I just sent you a message as well. It was confirmed 17K that I was buying Bitcoin.
Cool.
Anyways, so when do you think like you'll be fully exited? Like no matter even if like you may think we go higher and like what's your target for Bitcoin where you're like I don't care if we go like at least 5-10% even higher on Bitcoin, like what's the price of Bitcoin where you are fully exited out of the market?
Fully exit means 80% plus to me. so, which is still
Right.
like basically in Pareto's terms, basically fully out. So
Right.
I honestly would get out if Bitcoin's above 100K. I don't think it's gonna hit more than like 150, but it just, I mean, my price numbers really don't really matter.
Right.
Um, if the USDT dominance hits a certain level, that's kind of one of my main indicators as well. I don't know if you look at that one. I'll look at it after. Um,
What is it again? What did you want to
USDT.D is the tether dominance. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So I believe my target
Oh,
is
okay, okay.
3% or even 2.5. So if you look
Okay,
at
so
last
3%.
cycles, like 2021, like those bottoms, yeah, it's like an inverse chart.
Oh, I see.
So
So 2021, the height here was, I'm getting ahead.
yeah, it's an inverse. So um, yeah, like for example, right there, right where you're at, 2.5, right? That was the
I
peak.
see.
That was the peak. So
Right, yeah,
and
November right
that's
here.
yeah. So that's basically my top two indicator or even top one. Like it's that high. So I'm
Wow.
really yeah, for me personally, yeah.
I didn't even know this one. I'm saving this one. Wow. I didn't know that. That's actually
It's
really, really
literally
good to
top two
know.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's more important than me than Bitcoin 150K for example.
Right.
If I see it already going to like 2.5 or 3%, it's already in that range.
Right.
So it could be, and the time frames don't matter. It could be Q3, Q4, 2025. It could even be Q1, 2025, and I'll be like 80% out. And if we
Right.
do have that scenario where we go down for 6 months, then I'll re-enter with a portion of my profits. But
The
I'm
profits, yep.
honestly, mindset-wise, I'm already ready. So
Yeah.
I don't want to pull out too early. So this is like the perfect scenario for me.
Right.
The
Yeah.
market could 2x more, 3x more, but the odds are we're basically at top vicinity. So
Right.
I'm gonna try and it's easier said than done, right? When you think you can make another 100K in like a week or whatever, right? Like
Right.
that's up
Right.
for the table, but um, I've been practicing so far on coins. Like recently, I did like a 10x on Mumu, and I got
Right.
out like 7x of the 10x move or whatever. So I'm practicing now
Very
to take
close to the top.
profits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta practice now because when the time comes, if you have no practice, then you kind of are screwed. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
yeah, and I'll show some of what I do in just a second. But fuck, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Actually,
Okay, yeah, go
never
ahead.
mind. But yeah, you can pull up any chart that you would like next. Be right back.
Okay. It's beep, beep.
All right, man. Cool. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Cool.
Oh, so by the way, you could like right click it. I don't know if you know this trick, and then you could like the chart, and then you
Yeah.
could save it like right there, yeah. And
Okay.
then add to
Watch list.
Watch list. Yeah, I don't know if you know that one. Just a little
Yeah,
shortcut.
yeah, yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
If
I
you
did
have
not
any
know that.
questions, let me know though.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
can
Cool,
pull
cool,
up
cool.
like what I see from it if you don't have anything else.
Yeah, I think I'm good. We could probably go to your screen now.
Okay, how long have we been? 45
It's
minutes. We're doing
40.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me stream. Um,
I'm gonna just exit this out. Perfect.
okay. So I pulled some fresh charts. I don't know if you. I have actually have seen you like have fresh charts. I think that's really
Yeah.
nice because when you have too much going on, you get really lost in the sauce, and that happens a lot for even like intermediate people that have been in the market for years, or even like 10 years. Like simplicity always like beats
Right.
the complicated strategy. So like
100%.
seeing here again, I use blue, but it's basically
Yeah.
green. That's just how I
I'm
like the
colorblind,
chart.
so I can't really see the difference.
Hey, well, you have some. I think you see green anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
You're doing
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be perfect. This is like the idea of the bull
Right, the
flag.
bull flag.
And
Right.
just to be clear, and I'm just gonna copy and paste because wherever the breakout is, you this is just
Right.
simple TA. Pull it from where it breaks out. So let's say it breaks out here, right?
Right.
So that's where you draw it. Um, that'll lead to, is that 120 really? Yeah, 120.
Wow,
I
that
didn't even
is.
realize that because I know with the
See,
ETH
so
one.
okay, now that's giving me like an idea like man, like you for the chart to go up that much, it's like that's a lot, but it doesn't look like it from the chart. So yeah, you are right. We should probably be exiting out like way earlier because people are gonna think that thing's going higher than
People are
that, you know?
saying 300K,
Oh
400K.
no, 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 no. No. I think like I think the absolute most is like 120K. That's like the top. I don't
Really?
doubt that it can hit like
Really?
maybe 140, but that's it, bro. I think
Damn.
120 is top. But
And
I don't even
what are your
I
reasons for that? I'm curious. Like, that's very specific.
well because just on the ETF factor and then how scarce Bitcoin is, like there's not like
Mm.
I remember during March there was like no Bitcoin left on some exchanges, which like
Mm.
it was like running out. You know, people didn't even have Bitcoin to sell, like exchange. I think it was like OKX or something like that, where like they literally had no Bitcoin to sell people, and I was like, wow, like it, And then I don't know. I think even if we do hit 120K, I wouldn't even be in the market to even experience that. I'd just be out. Like, as soon as it hits 100, man, I'm like, I'm already packing up my bags, getting ready to leave.
Well, I'm really like impressed of like your confidence. I think you have a lot of
Right.
potential, bro. Like you may. I mean, it's looking like you're gonna beat me here, and it's my second cycle. So, hey, I wish the best for you, and I'm glad that
Yeah,
we get to
appreciate
like
it.
push each other, right, and to
Oh
get
yeah,
better.
100%. Because you've experienced it in the actual run, and I have not. And I feel like it's gonna be interesting.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you keep on with the market. I'm also the same. I love it. I'm doing this my whole life.
Right.
So anyway, so honestly, this is just a like I just searched up bull flag
Right.
image here, but it looks like this website says the flagpole, right? Impulse wave, whatever you want to
Right.
call it, flagpole. It starts from the bottom, not the top. So let's just say we do that conservatively,
Mhm.
and the bull flag is like here, for example,
Right.
or here. That's still 100K. Damn, right on the nose.
Wow.
That might even be the top two. Like it's like boom, or like
Yeah.
99K, for example.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so I don't want to have just precise numbers because
Right,
like
right,
if
right.
if we're like trying to say, oh, I want 150 or 100, and you're holding, you're gonna hold it all the way down, and if it only hits 99K.
Right.
But you want that perfect number just so you could brag about it, right? You called it, for example, or your numbers, like your limit orders are exactly at 100K versus when it should be at 99K.
Right, right, right.
So that's kind of a strat right there. Out of what's it called? Front run the psychological numbers. The psychological number is at any even number, right? Like at 100K, because that's gonna be exactly what, six figures.
100%.
So if you have your limit order like at 99K, it's essentially the same, but
Yep, 100%.
you will make sure you catch it. So
Yep.
anyway, that's Bitcoin. I do think we are going to leave this within a month or so
Oh
tops.
yeah. Do you think hypothetically, like in a month, we'll go to like, I know crypto Twitter's been very, very bearish lately. Do you think that we can hit like 40s or low 40s? I know some people say 30K. I think that's absurd. I don't think that's
Yeah, it's
possible.
possible, but I think it's more likely not.
Right.
I think this was the bottom.
Right. Oh, well, of course, essentially
49.
anything is possible in crypto. So,
Yeah,
like, nothing is impossible.
sure,
I can be
exactly.
completely wrong and be like, wow, did it hit 30K? I didn't expect it, and we bleed more. But it's just my opinion, and I don't think that we see that some other news happens.
So we kind of have to like leave this area soon because like we're already below the 200 day. So the
Yeah.
200 day is a indicator of basically the average of candles in the past 200 candles, 200 days in this case. So if
Right.
you think about it, it is the fair price of Bitcoin. From its inception, we could go back even when, and this is not the inception, like inception was like pennies or a dollar. There's a
Right.
chart, I think it's BLX, but
Oh
even
yeah, where it
before
goes to the
that,
pennies.
yes, yeah, all the way to the dollar, I think, maybe even the pennies.
Yeah.
I have it somewhere, but we could. It doesn't really matter to find it, but anytime you're above it, I mean, you're in a bull run. Anytime you're below it, you're basically in a bear run, right?
Right.
So that's just a very simple way to just determine like where you're at. And this was last cycle, and even before that, this is the famous 20K cycle, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
14K.
Yeah.
This is 14K here. So this chart doesn't go exactly to that.
Liquid in there.
Bitcoin must be BLX is what it is. I marked out, this is prior stuff, the Wall Street cheat sheet here with fib levels, but it
Wow, you
is
got a lot of
basically,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. I don't recommend doing this. You're gonna get lost here.
Yeah.
So definitely look at a clean chart every day.
Right, right,
Every day, because you need to train your mind, and it goes to the penny. And you gotta train your mind and train your skills, bro. If you look
right.
at a chart that you've already pre-done and you use that as your main one, you're gonna be biased.
Yeah, it's like your mind's already made.
Exactly, your mind is already made. I'm glad you see that because it took me years to realize that. It's like really important. So this goes to
Right.
6 cents. It's basically pennies. The
Wow,
BLX.
6 cents.
Yes, imagine that, man.
Woo.
Woo, sheesh, as they say. So anyway, where's 20K? Yeah, so even the 20K example, you're well above the 200. So going to present time, I'm gonna reset the chart.
Hmm.
We are above. We were above it in that 2023 run. We were up literally for a whole year, right? In a bull
Right,
market, except for this scare.
right.
We're almost like at a scare now, and this scare, shakeout, whatever you want to call it, lasted
We
for
went right up.
how many months? Yeah, it went up eventually, and that's what we're hoping for. So mid August
Right.
to mid
October,
October,
January, March.
it's like 2 months,
Yeah,
and we have been below it. This was more of a deviation, but we are well below it now. This is more for sure, and this is akin to this.
Right.
So we entered beginning of August, and now it is like mid September. So it's about 1.5 months. So just like this, maybe 2 months tops, which gives us another like couple weeks to maybe another month or so if it's gonna play out similarly. But either way, like we don't want to stay that long below this. That's the only thing right now that I'm watching, because we
Yeah.
don't have much time, and if it's gonna happen, and this is exactly why people are scared, because things like this, they're looking at this
Yeah.
200K, and a lot of people use this indicator. So you gotta have
It,
to realize, like what separates me from other people. If they're all using
right.
this, right? Like, what else should I be doing? You were
Right.
gonna say something?
Oh, sorry, I was yawning. Yeah, the two things. So, like you said, 2 months top maybe, and we shoot up. It's like, I mean, it kind of falls in perfect of what it's supposed to do. You know, the
Like
rate cuts and
Q4?
all
Yeah.
the right, all the macroeconomics, more money into the market. But that and like, so I do see us, shooting up after this 2 month, like
Mm-hmm.
at least a month or two. But and then another thing. So, what do you think if we go below that? The chart
Well,
that you
I
just
think
had.
it's pretty much lights out. It'd be like this, like that. It'd be
Right.
like a bearish retest.
Yeah. And do you think we'd still ultimately go up 2025 if that
Well,
were to take place? If we were to go
no, I
like
think
lower for.
if it does a bearish retest, this would be the top. But I mean, that's like for me, less than what 10%. It's like 90% sure it's gonna be more like this, or
Right.
I think you pointed out it's more like this
Right.
than it
100%.
is like this.
Right. And then
So
going down, down.
yeah, I
If
don't
it
see.
goes lower than that, it's like I don't know what to do, man.
Yeah, you never want to think in absolutes, so 100%. But you gotta play
Yeah.
the odds in your favor, right? If you
Right.
play the
Right.
odds in
Right.
your favor, you will win more than you lose, and that's what trading is winning more than you lose.
Right.
So yeah, I think we covered Bitcoin. For me, I also look at ETH BTC as far as my altcoin indicator.
Yep.
Um, like last year, it only went kind of like towards a golden pocket level
Mhm.
of, and I know you use the golden pocket, right? You know what that is.
I don't think so. Or is that for the like the golden ratio?
Yeah, the golden ratio is the 618, which in this case,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I
Yeah.
doubt it's gonna
100%.
be 64% of Bitcoin, because this chart is Ethereum denominated in Bitcoin, and over
Right.
time there's more coins. So I don't think this is gonna hit the golden ratio. That means it's 64% of
Right.
Bitcoin's market cap. Um, I mean, with Solana right now and other coins, and meme coins, especially AI, I doubt Ethereum itself is gonna just be that dominant. It's a high cap, so I don't think
I
it'll go that
agree.
high. But anyway, last cycle, the first cycle of this chart, it went all the way up here, like
0.15.
yeah. And when this chart is going up, that means not just Ethereum is going up, but altcoins are going nuclear.
Right.
And I marked them here also. Let me take off this fib now, because definitely better on the eyes. For example, I marked out the Bitcoin top of 2017. ETH BTC kept on going up for about 50 days. So you
Mm.
had alt season for an additional like month, let's say,
Right.
where you could turn, you know, quick money. But that's only
Yeah.
happens like every 4 years. So you gotta take profits. It is the
Yep.
time. It is the time. That's like the only time you should like really
Right.
go that ham, I think.
So
Unless you have
ultimately,
experience, of course. But
right? Yeah, I agree. I was about to say it. Ultimately, do you think like the cycles will be shortened? Like, now they move to 3-year cycles, or you know?
I think it's gonna still go with like the 4 year presidential debate election. I think they,
Right.
whoever created Bitcoin, whoever it may be, it could be the government, it could be whoever, did
Right.
that on purpose. So,
Yeah.
and then also here at the last cycle, 2021, it's went up for 30 days. So we got an average of about like 40 days for one last alt cycle for when Bitcoin tops out.
Yeah.
So right now we're kind of in a compression right now too, with the price. So I'm really looking for like this to like move up. Um,
Yeah.
and traditionally, in the past, it goes up um, during the parabola phase. So the next move up of Bitcoin, I'm expecting this to do like this move. Maybe not that big because it was from like
Right.
five,
Maybe
7 years
that.
ago. But like this one,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and that I say we'll probably hit, yeah, like you said, close to 100K towards the end of the year. Maybe we still have 4 months, man. And that from from 73K the top of March to now is like 4 months, and that could be the bottom, and then another 4 months, which is gonna be Q1 2025, be 100K. So that gives us a lot of time. You know what I mean, to shoot up, and it's very very possible.
yeah, the market goes crazy in like 2 weeks. Just
Yeah.
feels like out of nowhere every day it's going up.
Yeah. It's always something new.
So
So
you're looking at.
another thing I wanted to ask real quick is like,
Mhm.
let's say if we didn't have the retrace, right, from 73K to now, or to 48K, and we just kept shooting up in 2024, like mid 2024, and around this time was like 100K. Like, what would you think you would have
Wait,
done? Would you started?
can you go back and say it again? Kind of
Yeah,
lost you
like,
there.
yes. Okay, so let's say, okay, we topped out in March, all-time high 73K, correct? In this year.
Yeah, right.
What if What if we kept going up like mid this year, and then around this time we would be around like 100K? What do you think the protocol that is what do you think the protocol you would perform would be? Like, would you start exiting if if we were like around 100K around this time, like right now currently, instead of doing the retrace?
Yeah, with the USDT, it should be around 2.5% or at least
Right,
below 3.
right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
altcoins will definitely follow. I think 2017 was a crazier alt season.
Yeah,
2021 was good too, but I don't think it was as crazy. But
right.
it's still an alt season of some form. I think every year, every cycle, it becomes more specific on like good coins or well, mark good
Oh
coins,
yeah,
right? I mean, they're all like a scam, but
right.
whatever the market deems as the hype, and that's what it is. It's hype. It's short term. It can
Yeah,
last a few months. That's it. It's basically dead after that. So you're playing hot potato with these coins. Even coins
yeah,
like TET, as we were looking at, or even my favorite coins or whatever. So
right.
the only true coin is Bitcoin right now, and Ethereum. That's the only one that has shown. It's a little bit off the rails, but yeah, yeah, USDT.
Yeah, 100.
I think so. So like in March of this year, for example, which is right, that was the recent top, right?
Right.
ETH BTC only went down like 30%, whereas coins, as you saw, like doubled or tripled that, 90% almost. So
Oh yeah.
this is a pretty good indicator to show you like as far as it being an index. Whereas like here on this time, the last out season, it went up 120%, let's say, but you got coins doing 10x's. So once we see this spike, it's pretty much game on. So I'm looking at this chart pretty well too.
Yeah.
This
So is
chart should
there
spike before the top. Like there hasn't been a cycle where there's no alt season, right? So
right?
that's another
I was
thing.
just gonna ask that. Like, do you think there would be where it's just all focused on the ETF and only Bitcoin is shooting up and altcoins just like those that liquidity goes to Bitcoin or
Oh, like just a Bitcoin rally only?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't
doubt
think
it.
that that would ever happen either.
I think people are gonna get greedy with the gains.
Oh yeah,
As they
even
say,
smart money would indulge into alts. So.
right? Maybe like safer alts, maybe just like
Right.
Solana.
Yeah.
Man, Solana really is gonna do 100x this cycle, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the lowest was $8. It could definitely hit $800.
Oh yeah, 100%. Close to. I've seen some people say close to 1,000. I'm not opposed, but hey, it's crypto, bro. Anything is possible.
Yeah,
I know there are normies that don't know anything about crypto. They just say Solana.
they just buy Solana.
Well, they just know of Solana that, and that's kind of impressive that it's an altcoin and they probably don't know the function, but
Yeah, they might even know it more, or rather than Ethereum, like it's definitely a multi-cycle coin, and you don't get that often.
right.
Um, so I just got like other alts that I'm like paying into particular right now, Nero and Brett, as far as my memes. I
Right.
am looking pretty into InGen right now, Injective and Rio. We kind of touched on Rio, but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess we could get into them.
Yeah, Injective is like I remember we were talking about Injective around this price, I believe.
I think we might.
Yeah, because I got in around like $10, I believe, and then I remember we were having a convo. You're like, I don't know if I should buy it. And I was like, I think you should, man. I think we're gonna shoot up, and then we ended up going to like $30 Injective. We went up to like $55 Injective, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I'll
Yeah,
look at it later.
yeah, I think we did. We could talk about it now. It doesn't have to be in particular order.
Okay, yeah. It
Um,
was like 45 or $55. And that was wow, I had a lot of money in Injective, man.
yeah. So what I see with Injective, because now we're going into like altcoins. I think we're just doing Bitcoin, right? And then ETH BTC. Those are just like indicators, I would say.
Right.
I mean, Bitcoin, honestly, shit, if we were just to stick in Bitcoin this whole time, we would have probably been better.
Yeah, I know.
Until like that, only last months of this
Yeah,
cycle. So that's definitely something to do for next one.
right.
That's reflecting right there. Um, okay, so I mean, I use fibs as far as like my numbers.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do a swing from the all-time high of 53. Or is that the all-time high? Oh yeah, it is. Or we could
Yeah,
just do from
53
the.
or
There's two ways you could do this. I mean, there's like infinite ways, but I think the main two ways is last cycle's high to the like it's a macro top
right.
into the macro bottom. So that'll give you your macro golden ratio 178.
Right.
And that number, if we were to go from now to about 900, that's 10x.
Yeah.
So that's a 10x. Um, Definitely, I think no one could really argue with that. Like, that's super possible.
Oh yeah, I was convinced that Injective could do 250, but that may be I think we could do two like 180 or 200 for Injective. I don't
Maybe,
think 250 is in the books. I used to think that, but it's very
yeah. The next level from a 168 that people use is the 268. That'd be
yeah.
4,000 if we were to
Oh,
go
nah.
super macro.
Yeah.
And I have my fib checked on log scale, and I have log scale turned on my settings. And I do that for any time it's a year or more. So if we're doing
Oh,
macro,
okay.
which we did, this is like 3 years ago, that's why it's on.
Right.
So I think 180 is good. I mean,
Yeah, 180 is a good exit.
that's a
We do a 10x
10x.
from here. Yep.
Mm. And it's been holding if you think about it. Like other coins that we talked about, like TET, right?
Yeah,
Went down
those went.
80%.
Oh, yeah.
What's the move on
Maybe
that?
this is probably, I think, 40.
It went down max 75. It's definitely in another category.
Yeah.
I mean, It may not seem like much of a difference, but it is. Like coins like this, people do look at it and they do stock more on coins like these.
100%.
It's kind of a
And
full
like
flag.
Caspa, Caspa has held up very, very well. Like I don't think out of all this, like it was below 10 cents, man. I don't think Caspa hit below 10 cents, and that's good because I had majority of my portfolio was in Caspa. So Injective, I did have a lot, but I sold some to get coins like AGI. I still hold Injective, but I had way more, and you know, I fully exited out of Chainlink because I had conviction on other coins too. I think Chainlink would do well, but I think I had too many high caps.
Yeah, we never went through Caspa.
Oh,
Definitely
so this
should.
is a Loki a bull flag as well, huh?
Yeah, I think it's more like this though. I mean, I guess you can miss
Right,
this whole thing. I mean, it's not out of the question, but I think
right,
that's kind of cheating because
yeah,
you already had like a stop here.
right,
Um, but I'm having some problems making it a flag. So maybe it's more like that. It could be this could be a deviation
right.
here. Um, so that could just be deviation. So it doesn't have to be perfect. That's how you have intermarket adaptability right there. And then if I were just to get the flagpole conservatively from the bottom, but honestly, most people take it from the top. I don't know why that showed from the bottom because this would only a short term would give you like 43,
Right,
and a long term would just get you 78. So, but that's just one flagpole. The flagpole doesn't mean that's the end of the move forever. It's just
right.
one move of many.
I agree.
So it might even be like a wedge. Honestly, all these like structures don't really matter too much. Yeah, it's more of a wedge, bro. You see. Anyway, it doesn't really matter as much
Yeah,
because structures, I feel like they're like a distraction in a way.
yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, it's more of a wedge, but anyway, same concept though. It's
Oh yeah,
basically a flag pool that you pull from it, and then most people like profitable experts or people that've been in the market for a long time that are millionaires, they use the fibs 168, the golden ratio, and stocks they do it all the time too. So it's not a new strategy at all.
yeah,
So Nairo, I don't know if you're familiar. I think I mentioned it last time I was
yeah. I've seen it a
here.
lot on Twitter, man. Like a lot of people are indulging into Nero,
Yeah, it's a crazy
and you
coin.
rode in through the retrace, huh?
Yeah, so I bought initially like at 60 market cap. I think if you just press this no, on the deck screen,
Yeah.
it shows you market cap. Yeah. So it was around here on this retrace. So let's see, my first buy was here. And then I
Wow.
bought some more. Yeah, I bought some more like at 140, so like here. And
Oh, that's
then
good.
bought at
You're
148.
still in profit now.
I could have bought more here, but that's being realistic.
Would have been, yeah.
I was
Would have been
using
very
this
risky buying
strategy.
there.
I was using the 40 to 50%, 60%,
Ah, I
70.
see.
So I already saw it was like at 50. Yeah. So for me, that's good enough. I should have saved some more just in case it went down to like 70 because sometimes it does that.
Right.
It would have been like right here. I didn't think it was going to go 90%, bro.
Yeah.
Corrected 90% in about 24 days. But since then,
Wow.
I'm in
24
profit.
days.
Yeah, it's a new coin. So it's in its own market right now. And I'm
So where do you
surprised.
think you can see it going for tops? You don't really know.
Well, I mean, I would hate to just go with what people say, but
Right.
um, I obviously a billion for sure.
I was about to say maybe a billion or like close to it.
If
Like
I were
that
to
would
do
be what
full,
5x from here, or am I mean a 50x from here.
I think it's a 50. Let's pull the move right now. So I'll put it on macro because I'm expecting this to be um, a coin that will perform the whole cycle.
Right.
So it'd be at 1.4. So if you were to buy now, I guess that is 7x.
All right.
I guess my average would be like somewhere here though. So it's a 12x. But
Wow.
I mean, people are throwing up like 10 billion. So
Wow,
it,
10?
yeah, they're throwing 10, 20, 25. I've heard it, but if that's the case, it goes to the next bar, right? The next
Yeah.
2618. That's 18 billion, which is below 20. That is
18
150x,
billion is crazy.
100x, over 100x.
Wow.
I mean,
So do you think that, more money in this time, more money in the market that, the highs of the last market caps, like let's say the base was like 1 billion. Anything over a billion was super high. Like do you think that the new high this cycle can be like 10 billions or 15 billions maybe with more money into the markets?
I feel like that's a big jump, but I do think so. Was it 1
Yeah.
billion last cycle? Because I know it
Was
depends
like the
on the
range,
coin.
yeah, like yeah. It was like
You're talking about
well,
like
there's
the
sometimes they're like
base or like the
yeah, yeah,
tops?
yeah. The tops. I think it was more maybe like what can I
That's some good homework
think?
to do for me.
Yeah,
I know Alex Becker did because he's really like honed in on his strategy,
right,
and he mentioned last cycle. I need to pull up the tweet. I'll show it to you guys if you guys are interested.
right,
But something along the lines of last cycle, the base of AI coins, or I'm sorry, last cycle was the gaming coins, even the sucky ones, right? Like
right.
the last coins, like the lowest market cap gaming coins you could find. The lowest of
Yeah.
the lowest were like 60 million at
Yeah,
the time of the
there
bull
were
run.
some games, yeah, some projects didn't even have games developed on their site and they still ran up. Like
Yeah,
they didn't have any games to even play and they just ran up, man.
they just rode the hype. Yeah, like each of them at least 10x, 20x, probably more though.
Right. Yeah.
But he did say this cycle it's looking more like his theory, right? The base would be more like 200, 300 million versus last cycle was like 80 million
Like
or whatever.
40, 80.
So that's like a
Yeah.
3x of the base of the
Right.
low. So I mean, so if we do that 3x of the top, I mean that's not too far fetched. Maybe 3 billion. I think that'd be
Yeah.
okay. That'd be a number to
Yeah,
keep in mind.
that's reasonable. I agree. 3 billion. Yep.
So let's just say 3 billion from this price. 3 billion right here, right? 3 billion.
Yeah.
Man, you're not gonna catch up
14x.
exactly at 3. Let's say 2.9. Let's say for example. Yeah, like 14x. Well,
That's good.
14x, 1400. Yeah, so 15. You just add
Yep.
that one, but yeah,
Plus
15x.
your initial investment money, it'll probably add up to like 15x. Or I don't know
Yeah,
how much you
mine
have
was
in
a
there,
little
so you
lower.
might.
Yeah, so I'm like at a 20x. But that's if
Yeah.
I actually, right, don't sell till here.
Right.
So that's another part of the game is to sell. So not everyone's gonna be getting this price if it does go that high.
Right.
So I mean I'm holding for more than a 10x for sure.
Oh
15,
yeah.
20, I'm happy. I'm not gonna be in like an altcoin for like a 3x because I could do that already with right like majors.
Bitcoin or
Yeah,
Ethereum.
right. So Brett, this is the one I recommend for. It's just my opinion,
That
right?
looks healthy. It's following the market significantly, bro. It literally looks like a Bitcoin chart, bro. Like it's just all the
Yeah,
retests and then having the candle up today. That yeah, that looks good, man.
it does look a lot like the Bitcoin. I could compare it real quick while we're at it because you're probably onto something. I'm gonna have my Brett right here.
Yeah, look at it. It's like it's they're following it, man.
So the top was here though, but it was a top of
Right.
Bitcoin.
Man, those look
So it's,
identical. I mean, the
it's
Bitcoin is obviously more choppy, but that looks wow.
yeah. So when it started moving up, it was on this wave.
Right. Right.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, there's actually something I use that would be closer. I mean, doing this comparison is nice too, and you should. I mean, I recommend to do it too.
Yeah. Which one is that one?
Uh, the Brett to ETH is
Okay,
the
okay.
one. So this one's denominated in ETH. So every time this goes up, right, it means that Brett is outperforming
Ethereum.
Ethereum, right? And every time it's going down, even if it's a little bit, um, it's going. Well, that's my previous stuff. Looks like
Right.
it's a flag as well. It's just popping
Oh
up
yeah.
everywhere, man.
Yeah, that's why I said it looks like Bitcoin chart. That looks like a bull flag for sure.
Right.
That looks really good.
It looks really really good. Are you in it by the way?
I'm not. I have
No.
had no dry powder. Like I'm thinking, bro. I have a meme coin called Milady's meme coin, but
Yeah.
it's more like I may sell that for something like Brett or Poppy, bro. I know or Hoppy, whatever
Poppy.
it is. Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
Either Brett or Narrow, Brett or Hoppy. Those three are like in the books right now for me probably going to invest.
Yeah, I mean, I would go with the 10 out of 10 play. Like, I've never heard of Hoppy, but Brett comes up everywhere for me.
Oh
And
yeah.
then Nairo too,
More
although it's kind of
liquidity in there
new.
probably.
Yeah. And Brett's more established, so if you want to go
Right.
for safe, I mean, it's still not coin, so it's not safe, but safer than Hoppy, I would say. But
Right.
anyway, it's just my opinion though. But yeah, it looks like a bull flag, so we could even skip just doing the flag part. But somewhere around here would be the next move up. But this is ETH, Big Brett denominated to ETH.
Okay.
So if this is moving up, for example, 300% here or 400%, Brett went up like 10x, I believe, in this time frame. This was in May of this year to June, so that's what, 1 month? Yeah, only 1 month.
Oh,
Um, so if I were to see the price, well, actually I could compare it here. That might be better, right?
yeah.
Just gotta find the exchange that has it during that time. Yeah, May. Yeah, so this was it in May. So it went up. Yeah, bought double. So the reason why I'm using this one is just to make sure that it's holding strength compared to ETH. And if we were to put like Brett or another meme coin, it'd be like down in the dumpster because they don't hold.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna do a multi-cycle pump, or
Right.
in this case a multi intra market pump.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
this coin is this cycle's one of the cycle's fast horse, and I'm all for it. I have not
And you're
sold.
and you're buying that off of Uni or your Unispot?
I have it on like Sigma bot, which is like a trading bot, like a Telegram
Right.
bot, and then I have a little bit on a Coinbase wallet,
Right.
a little extra
Oh,
cushioning.
I see the Brett for the Brett chain on one for Uni. I mean the base yeah, base chain.
Yeah.
But this is yours is on ETH, correct?
Yeah. Oh, base is a layer two of ETH,
Right,
so
right.
technically it's on both.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting the next time it moves up, it's gonna be we're basically akin here, right?
Right.
We are very similar, just like how we were pointing out before with the Bitcoin. Um,
Wow, this was it. Yeah, Brett was released like during the all-time high of the market, and it topped out in June. Wow, yeah, that looks nice.
See that? A big
Yeah,
drop into like a shakeout wick, and then
Right.
just like you, I could count the bottoms one, two, three in total, right? And then here, scan wick all the way down, the lowest shakeout, and
Right.
then two more. So that's three. I mean, it could continue. Um, so those are a few examples that could happen. Like it could just keep on doing that, or even dip lower. But
Right.
this chart is giving me confidence because of before. Like it's shown already two
Strength and
times.
power. Yeah.
So next time would be the third.
Right. Around 10 cents maybe, or is that higher than that?
Yeah, in ratio terms, yeah. So if you want to just talk about price, like I do think we're going to at least like $2.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
reasonable.
in market cap 20 billion.
Yeah.
Right now we're at about 800, so a little less than a billion. So that would be if we just do the fibs. Let me end it off with just the fibs. That way we can move on. Make sure it's on log everything. 40 cents. That would be the golden ratio. Put in more numbers here. So all the way to the 361, which coins like Solana hit last cycle,
Right.
that'd be a 50x.
Wow, that's
If it
crazy.
goes to my target of at least 20, which is $2, then that's still 24x.
That's a really, really good.
Good odds, I would say.
Oh yeah.
And now we are, how low are we now from the top? We're at 60%. We
Wow.
went as
Yeah.
low as only 70%. So
Yeah.
this meme coin is performing better than as of
Some good
late.
alts, like utility alts. Like Tectum's like 80 to 90%. This thing only went down like 70 or 60. That's
Right, it's
good.
a different class for sure, I'd say. That's just pure data. So those are some things to consider for sure.
Oh
Oh, we
yeah.
talked about engine already, I think. Did you say
Yeah,
you're thinking at least 200?
yeah, I'd say top 200. You can maybe do 250, but that's still a lot, man. I would do like 200 flat, like
Yeah.
220 the most, 220 the absolute most, and I doubt that.
Well,
That'll
that's
probably be like a scam wick of 220, and then
so last cycle Solana and people compare it right injected to Solana.
yeah,
This
100.
cycle went to 250, so that's why they're using that
Right.
number.
Yeah.
So not bad to leave by 200 because that's basically the top already.
Yeah.
The odds of you making another 2x are low versus losing 80%, right?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
definitely good with engine, I think. Did you do Rio yet? Man, we went through so many coins.
Yeah. I think we did a little bit. We just really were saying what my entry point was.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, this kind of looks like I wouldn't say like a cup and handle. It could be if you really. I don't know if it's cheating,
Right.
bro, but I mean, you kind of got the cup.
I see it.
Let me see. I think an arc is best. I should probably save it, man. So like here to here, right? Those are your the
Right.
top of your cups. So that's your cup,
Right.
and then your handle is always gonna be like a flag, which we do have one. So that's your cup and handle. So I can search that up. Guess maybe this one, or this one's more clean.
Oh, that bottom one with the black screen, that one looked pretty good.
This one?
Yeah, that one. It kind of looks similar to that. That one, it
What did
looks.
you do last time you right clicked it in new window or new tab or which was a new tab?
Uh, Let me right click it on
Open
the
image,
picture.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay. That's something I don't use too much.
yeah.
So there's like three
See?
options or more.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool. That's a really good shortcut. Just get the picture only.
yeah.
So yeah, thanks for showing me that.
Yep.
cup, and then I guess in this case,
The handle.
the handle.
Another cup right there. They're kind of forming.
You do another cup. I mean, the flag would be here, and then I guess
Yeah, and then
there we
another
go.
move up. Yep.
So if we were to kind of just do another cup, a small cup, it'd be like here, I guess,
Right.
right here, and then
And then move
for
to
it
the
to be,
upside again.
yeah, it'd have to be like this, and
People are
then
saying Rio may do like $50, $30 to $50. And I think, $30 is probably, I don't know the market cap on $30, but that seems, you know, it probably is doable, if I'm not mistaken.
so the all-time high, it looks like it was launched last cycle, but like barely.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it had its own like quote unquote first bull cycle, right? Because the theory that that a lot of people have, or not a lot, but like if you're smart, is the new coin theory, right?
Right.
Is
Where they released and then you wait till after, or is
maybe that's part of it, but as far as my understanding is the first cycle of a new coin is always the best cycle.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. I thought you meant like right like days after the initial release, my bad. Yeah,
Other than
yeah,
maybe Solana, right, or
yeah,
Ethereum that have a multi-cycle performance that has surpassed its all-time high.
right.
Well, actually, I don't think Solana has passed its all-time high yet, has it? So technically, it's just been
Uh
Bitcoin, right? Like three
yeah,
times, three cycles now, and Ethereum a couple cycles. So those are
right.
the kings right now. But what I mean is that pertaining to this coin, I don't think it's had like a bull
Nah,
cycle.
yeah.
So this
Nah.
would still be a contender for its first and
Right.
biggest cycle.
Right. We haven't seen its full potential yet. I
Yes.
and I that my whole portfolio is just 2023 coins that are cycle that projects that have not been in cycles yet. I think
Yeah,
Injective is like
it's good.
the only one that's, but
And
that's
that's a multi-cycle coin. Then we could look at it
right.
real quick because last cycle was a peak of 25, but so far it's had a second all-time high on a second cycle.
Right.
So
Right.
this coin is one of the very few. It's like 0.001% a coin that actually
Right.
survives. So this is like
Yeah.
a coin to watch
Lot of
for.
potential. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Which we are looking at. Anyway, so this to end off, Rio would be to the macro golden pocket or golden ratio. Golden pocket's the 618 to the 786, which is the orange here that I
Right.
have marked. But the ratio would be, and I think the ratio, like they go through, it's based off of like a mathematician, like in the BC era or, like way far back.
Yeah.
And he used, these numbers and earth type of geometry to study life, like big stuff like that. So that's why
Right.
people use it now in the charts because it's like it all comes back to cycles, right? For example.
Right.
So damn, look at that number.
Yeah, I
that's why
know.
that's why I put it up. Well, I was looking at it, I was like, wait, we should revisit this one. Like,
Yeah. That looks
look
crazy,
at
bro.
this. Like, what market cap is it now? Like, go ahead and you could take the
Let me
screen from
see.
here, bro. I'm done with my part.
Okay.
And if anyone has questions, I'll be happy to follow up on my side of stuff. Let's bring it back to Blitz. But what market cap is this now compared to what it would be if we were to, put it into the all-time high
Let me
scenario
see.
of $70? Do you use
So,
a website for that?
let me see.
Because we could just do it, manually too with a calculator. But um, I know some people do coinmarketcapof.com or whatever that's called.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
So
we
let's say
could
if you
do
put in a
that.
thousand, and then let's say if it goes to I think this is just showing the profit. So it'll be if it goes to $70, it'll be 100x, but I don't know. But
But okay, so then we could just take them. Well, an easy way is taking the market cap now, like in coin market cap, for
and then
example.
multiplying it by 10 or
Yeah,
100 actually.
exactly. But I
So
am
right,
curious of the coin market cap of. I think I've used it a few times, but I gotta use it a little bit more. It might just
right,
be more useful, but we don't
right.
have to do it today. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
why
not
it's
a
not
big deal.
showing me. Um,
Stream by
yeah.
the way, so we could catch it on screen.
Oh, is it not?
Nah,
Oh, there it goes. I was like, okay, can you see it now?
not yet. Oh, actually, maybe it was my fault. I didn't press watch stream. All right,
Oh,
we're
okay.
good.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, that it's basically so it's at 70 cents right now, and then Rio is the market cap is oh, it doesn't
Oh,
show
it
me.
might show right there, bro. If you turn to your like where your bar is, where it says neutral.
Right here.
Yeah, more technicals probably. Yeah, it should be somewhere in there. I'm sure somewhere. I've seen it before. Maybe go more down. Those are like more intermarket stuff, whereas you need to find the overview.
Yeah, let me.
Somewhere in there. Maybe that, yeah.
I'll take this.
Hmm. Or maybe pull that screen up or something. Perhaps overview. Yeah.
So let me see. I don't know why it doesn't tell me.
Key stats. Hmm. Oh, I think. Let me show it on mine. Or let me look on mine and before I tell you. That way we're not just
Right.
going around. Because of course we could just pull up coin market cap or
Gotta put.
whatever,
Yeah, I was literally on market cap right now.
but I know there's a way here too. Hmm.
Up 11% for the day. Market cap is $4.8 million.
So it's only 5 million. Damn, that
Yeah.
is
So
like people are gonna laugh at that price. I think we should
yeah,
look at this, man. Let's see.
it's 500.
When I find
500.
it next time. But
Yeah,
where did you go, bro?
500. Coin market cap.
All right, let's not waste time.
Yeah.
All right, coin market cap. So
Yeah.
five
So that.
million.
Yep. 5 million and then times 100 is 500 million, which is very doable.
Damn, that's nothing.
If Relio can do like in the billions because it's RWA, then that's like, bro, that might be like a fucking 200x, man. Like,
It might be like the leader. It's isn't it already like a leader? Like, wouldn't you say it comes up a lot
oh yeah, on RWA,
on Twitter?
100%. Yeah,
It
it's
comes
that
up.
one and something else. Rio and there's another
Ondo.
RWA. Ondo, that's what it is. Ondo, let's look at that. I don't think
Oh wait, how did you get the market cap right there?
where.
Press back like on your thing. Oh,
Oh,
it showed it, but never mind. It's fine. It showed up right
what
there on
am
the
I doing?
bottom right again. That's why I keep on looking there because I have seen it there before, but it was before that. You had switched tabs to, I guess, Ondo or something.
Is it this one? Oh, that it was probably Rio then.
It showed it there. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So Ondo,
Yeah, Ondo is will do.
did you go to like multiple Ondos? There it is. Market cap right there.
I
Maybe
guess they
only on
just didn't have
Coinbase.
the yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is probably on Coinbase.
So
So
that's a
yeah,
good thing.
Ondo is like Ondo, wow, see, like if Rio can just get to that, like that's insane, bro.
Right.
5 million
I mean, people are gonna throw up these like
in
comparisons, right? Oh, if Ondo is 2 billion, or even right now at 800 million on a bear case, then Rio
right,
should be half of that or that. They're gonna use those
right,
terms. They're gonna use those comparisons, and it may
right,
not go all the way there, but that's kind of the bar they set.
right. If Rio were to ever hit this, that's 178x on that. Because I divided this divided by 891 million divided by 5 million, which is what Rio is at right now. It's 170x, man, for it to do this. Now let's say half of that, you know what I'm saying? That's like so then we would do 178 divided by 2. That's a 89x, bro. If Rio can hit half of this market cap. So, you know that
Why is this so
wow.
high? Do you know? I'm not
I'm not
familiar with RWAs right now. I'm like really just kind of
yeah,
focused on
RW
AI and memes right now.
yeah, these were you obviously know Larry Fink. He was basically shilling
CEO of BlackRock, isn't he? Or
yeah, yeah. He was basically shilling RWA narrative where he said
mm-hmm.
that everything will be, into a liquidity thing of RWA and, we'll put them into basically
Well,
he was saying that's the future where we're obviously going to tokenize everything.
shit.
So everyone started getting in and then Ondo came out and I think it's on their website. Ondo, they actually put out that they're partners with BlackRock, I believe, on here and Um, yeah, see,
For
look,
real.
high quality asset.
Oh
Yeah, look,
fuck,
BlackRock
bro.
right here.
Dude,
So
BlackRock
that
like literally owns everything in the world.
I
Like,
know,
what the
bro.
fuck, bro?
So when they put this on there, like it just shot up, man. I'm pretty sure that this was this year, so this was 21 cents and
How
went
many
all the way
X's
up
is
to a
that?
dollar fifty. So let's
Pull
see.
that mark, but it's already started a high cap, so um,
Oh yeah,
that's
that was a
not bad.
5x.
That's good. I mean, for already a high cap or mid
Yeah,
cap, I guess
so
you say.
and then that was the time when Rio shot up as well. This was in
And it's not even out season, so
right, exactly. And then they have some other, Goldman Sachs and BlackRock. So
so you look at
they,
websites, or is that kind of?
oh, 100%,
Hmm,
100%.
I
You know,
do, but not as much as I should. I'm really focused on the chart, but I think that's like a weakness for me, I guess.
yeah, yeah. We went on. I go on here and
So what do you do
oh, the market
first?
cap.
Like when you
The
go
look, the
here, for
mark.
example.
Okay, so they'll look at this. So okay, market cap is higher than 5 mil. It's
Oh,
55
okay,
million for Rio Network. So
okay.
I would go here
Still
and
low,
I would act.
super low.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Still low. I would go down here and I would look at all the founders. So more is like okay, I'd go here and then I'd look at the socials and then who's actually with Rio, their intention of course,
Like
and
partners,
then
like BlackRock
right, a
or
hundred percent,
maybe Animoca brands if you're gaming, for example.
right, and then this obviously of like what they plan on doing, EVM interoperability, Ethereum virtual machine, and like basically their whole purpose.
And if the
And
website
then
looks good, right,
right,
and easy to navigate, I'd say
right. And you
staking.
look at all of this stuff right here and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure like when I go to AI tech, like AI tech was something that was like um
What's your before we end up? I think it's getting kind of a long video, um,
right.
but after this, um, like show us your. I mean, I don't think anyone should have like a one coin that their favorite. I mean, hey, I mean your
Yeah.
strategy might work better than me, but what's one favorite then, coin, if you were to like.
Uh I mean fundamentally I think Caspa, but performance wise, because there's a
Yeah,
thing where like performance wise and good. Like I have faith in Caspa that it's gonna do very well. not, but it won't outperform AI tech. Like AI tech
Just because
here is
the
gonna do
market cap, I
way,
guess.
yeah, yeah, way smaller market cap. It's new.
Mm,
It's just it's gonna perform way more. So I'm thinking AI tech or AGI, and those two are AI narratives. So
okay,
I believe that
cool,
that's
cool.
gonna be the new,
The main narrative.
yeah,
I
right, right,
agree.
right,
I agree. AI is, if not top one, top two. So basically, it's like the top
right,
narrative this cycle,
right,
and most likely it'll have a multi-cycle too. So that's how big it
right,
is.
100%.
Um, so yeah, so a lot of this AI. So you look at the team there, for example, and it's an AI narrative.
Yep.
What are their partners?
AI tech, they actually one of these, I think it's him right here, or is this one? He actually has made another crypto.
Uh,
I can't find it. It's somewhere. I forgot who it is or what crypto it is that they're affiliated with, but you know, oh, it froze. Hello. Yeah, look at their LinkedIn to see what they've done and whatnot, but my computer is frozen.
I like their website.
You said what?
I said I like their website.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So
A
these are
lot
the
of
exchanges or
exchanges.
launches and yeah, so ChainGPT, they've also created ChainGPT. They're basically
Oh, I
the
know that
founder
one.
has yeah, he's actually created this one as well.
Oh wow, that's I would say fairly successful coin.
Yeah, right, in the AI narrative. And then these are the partners and backers. So
Any
have a
notable
lot,
ones?
man. Nvidia,
Yeah,
Tectum, Pow AI. I'm pretty sure it was Pow AI as well that they've
that's
been
a
indulged
leading
into.
coin.
Yep. So Tectum as well. They have a partnership with Tectum, which is very, very insane. Aether Games, I've heard of this, where you have
Yeah,
multiple.
I've heard.
Yeah. See if I can find any
Wow,
more.
it's a lot.
Binance. Yeah. And Rocket X. Remember RVF? Wow. I
There
want to
was
look
a
at
hype for a
RVF really,
while.
really quick. Yeah, I want to just look
It
at it
died,
really,
man.
really quick.
Pretty sure it's dead, dude.
10? Oh
It's
no.
dead, bro.
I exited, man. I completely
We
exited out
should
of
we
RVF.
should probably talk about this to end. Like,
Yeah.
there are risks. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I think this is like dead, bro. What do you
Yeah.
think?
It can probably be like, wow, see, look at the technicals. A lot of people are buying. It's a buying indicator.
I mean, it could make a little
It can
rally
revive, man, but it's just I think that the DeFi, the Dex narrative is just it's not really.
strong.
Yeah, not a lot of people like even Uniswap. Like nobody cares about Uniswap as an investment. Like I mean, it's a high cap, but this is like I think that if you want to actually have a Dex play, it should be like a high cap in order to make money. Like I think a hidden gem like RVF, which is a Dex that allows you to bridge. I don't think anyone's too fond of it now, so they're more
How
focused on
much
different.
X's did it do? I think it already made its cycle.
Yeah, I think this was a 10x if I'm not mistaken. So let's see from down here. Um, I don't know why it's not done.
Oh,
It's up here,
10x.
yeah,
I think it's had its cycle. I mean, it could do another 10x, but
yeah,
maybe not too. Uh,
yeah. This
I don't know.
was
Maybe I'm
yeah.
biased.
I mean, I don't see faith in it at all, man. It would have performed, you know.
They're not in Twitter. They're not trending. They're not. Are they even posting a
Yeah,
lot? I'm not sure, but
they do, but it's just tweets on like what they're doing, like the changes that they're making within the website and
I
what they're
think
adding on. It's like,
yeah, it's like it's not really fundamentally groundbreaking
right.
anymore. I think what launched it in the beginning was that it had all the chains, right? But now there's a lot of other Dex coins that do that after
Yeah,
the creation of this, so it's not competitive anymore, I don't think.
there's
In a lot of
no
ways.
traction at all. It 72 likes as their pinned tweet, 12 likes 5 hours ago, 21 likes on their
Yeah.
Twitter, 15. Like it's just
You need thousands,
nobody's
man.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll keep track of it. Here, let me make some coins we should go over maybe like next month or something. If you're down, maybe we could do this
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
monthly
100%.
at least. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah,
So we could look at this just to track it. Not a priority, but just to see if we're right. Because it's good to
yeah,
also notice what's not hot and what is hot.
right,
Because we're here to make money. We're not here to form a bias. We're not here to. And we're not part of any of these teams. We're just here to
right.
ride the wave.
Yep.
So, um, yeah, I put it down. But any other closing thoughts from your side, brother?
Um,
If
and
we do
I,
like next month, it'd be like October. So we might be parabolic. We might.
right.
So,
Yeah.
anything you want to say before that potentially happens?
I think that October first half is gonna be bearish for some reason, and then towards the end of October is when like we literally start to shoot up, man. I think end of October is like that's it, you know? Like I think that's when we lift off. End of October.
And it usually gets crazy around like Christmas or so, December. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
but then you got to be
100%.
careful because then Christmas happens, and then I guess I don't know. That's when people start taking profits. So we got to be
Yeah,
careful. Once that bridge comes, we'll take it month to month and stuff. I mean, you look at it like daily, and I look at it like I try to look at
yeah.
daily, but I feel like sometimes daily for me, it could be counterproductive for me
Right. Yeah.
because I'm trying to do more like swing at as far as the the shortest I go is swing. Swing trading is like month to 3 months, let's say, or maybe even
Right.
6 months, or long term, which is like a year. But if I do day to day, then I'm gonna be very emotional with the market and very anxious and make
Right.
bad plays.
Yeah, we could do something like this where, December right here is this is Christmas. We shot up before it got crazy around, so like we're probably literally we might follow this October, literally right here September, October, we shoot up
Yeah.
and during Christmas and then this is like Q1 and this can probably be our new top in 2025 March. Another top in March maybe. Like the final peak, 2025 in
Yeah,
March. So,
a lot of people that go in, especially their first cycle, even their second cycle, they don't have multiple scenarios. They have like a
yeah.
one scenario thing, like, oh, it'll be in December. Like,
Right,
they're
right,
not
right.
having flexibility. They're not having critical thinking, right? So I'm glad that you have
Right.
it. So there's multiple scenarios. Try not to be too complicated.
Right.
Um,
Right.
yeah, cool. We'll definitely come back in October and see how the market is.
Yes, sir.
But it's been great, man. Thanks for meeting up. That's a badass picture, by the way. What is that?
Yeah, I know. It's
Is that
a
Houston?
it,
That's Dubai.
nah, nah, yeah. It's like a vigilant. Yeah, I know, right? It's I spelled it some way, man, and I forgot what it was. It was like I'll send it to you later. It's like a villain. It's like a villain spelled in Spanish. I forgot how to spell it.
Okay. Kind of like
And
Zorro
then
or something, or Legend of
yeah, yeah,
Z.
yeah. Looking over to see it. This is the market, man, and this is me about to conquer that shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, you can't be a good
Looking
guy if
down
this
on
market
it.
is
Yeah,
down.
facts. I'm the one that's running away with the money, man. Not them. So this is the biggest heist.
Wow, wow. Shit. You got some really good
Yeah.
analogies.
This is literally
Damn.
why, because of crypto. This is the whole market bullshit and people are following the wave and I'm just looking on the outside like I'm gonna walk away clean, bro.
Fuck,
So,
man. Look at this guy. You got it all
sir,
mapped out.
for real.
All right, man. We'll talk
All right,
soon.
man.
And yeah, I mean, let's send this to the boys, see what they think.
Yes,
Cool.
sir. All right. Goodbye.
Bye, man.